In the enchanting town of Millbourne, nestled amid the rolling hills of Pennsylvania, a story unfolded that blurred the lines between the ordinary and the supernatural. The tale of Emma and James, a newlywed couple, would weave its way through the intricate tapestry of love, magic, and an unforeseen tragedy. Millbourne, with its cobblestone streets and Victorian houses, seemed frozen in time. It was in this idyllic setting that Emma, with her mesmerizing eyes and grace that hinted at something beyond the mortal realm, captured the heart of James. Their love was the envy of the town, a love that felt like it had been plucked from the pages of a romantic novel. Unbeknownst to James, the woman he had chosen as his life partner carried a secret that had been passed down through generations, a legacy of mystique and sorcery. Emma's ancestors, practitioners of ancient arts, had left an indelible mark on her, one that she had concealed from her beloved James until the day they decided to make a Victorian house on the outskirts of town their new home. The moment they stepped across the threshold, Emma felt the pulse of energies within the walls. Whispers of bygone eras echoed through the corridors, and unseen forces seemed to dance in the shadows. Determined to shield James from the supernatural currents that swirled around them, Emma delved into her craft, casting protective spells and attempting to pacify the restless spirits that coexisted with them. However, the more she sought to control these ethereal energies, the more they resisted, manifesting in unexplained phenomena. Shadows took on a life of their own. Whispers became audible echoes in empty rooms, and an inexplicable chill settled over certain spaces. James, dismissing these occurrences as quirks of an old house, remained blissfully unaware of the supernatural ballet playing out around him. Days turned into weeks, and the once harmonious Millbourne became a town steeped in an eerie atmosphere. Whispers of peculiar happenings surrounding the couple spread like wildfire, creating a tapestry of unease. Emma, desperate to maintain a facade of normalcy, devoted herself to researching ancient texts and experimenting with spells in an attempt to keep the malevolent forces within at bay. One stormy night, with rain cascading against the windows and lightning illuminating the darkened skies, Emma felt an urgency to reveal her hidden truth to James. Leading him to a room adorned with flickering candles and ancient symbols, she began recounting the tales of her ancestral powers. James, initially skeptical, watched in awe as Emma conjured spells that transcended the boundaries of the ordinary. The revelation, however, triggered an unforeseen consequence. The supernatural forces within the house, fueled by Emma's confession, grew more potent and malevolent. A shadowy figure emerged from the darkness, a manifestation of the very essence of the dark energies that lurked within. In a panic, Emma chanted incantations to restrain the entity, but the room pulsated with unseen forces. James, caught in the crossfire, felt an otherworldly presence tightening its grip around him. In a desperate attempt to save her husband, Emma cast a spell with unintended consequences. A blinding light enveloped the room, and when it faded, James lay lifeless on the floor. Horror and grief consumed Emma as she realized the cost of her love. The dark force had claimed her husband's soul, and the once charming Victorian house became a haunting monument to their shattered dreams. Millbourne, once a serene town, fell under a cloak of silence, as if the very fabric of nature mourned the tragedy that unfolded within the walls of the ill-fated home. tones of the cursed house, warning others to steer clear of the once happy couple's residence. The mysterious sorceress, broken by the consequences of her actions, wandered the town's cobblestone streets, eternally haunted by the ghost of her unintended betrayal. The echoes of her incantations lingered in the air, a melancholic reminder of a love that had been torn apart by the supernatural forces that had intertwined their fates. Months passed, and the tendrils of the supernatural continued to weave their way through Millbourne. The once vibrant town, now shrouded in an otherworldly gloom, became a canvas for the echoes of a love that transcended the boundaries of both the mundane and the mystical. Emma, burdened by her actions, spent her days in isolation, seeking answers from ancient tomes and consulting with the spirits that still lingered within the town. The townspeople, initially wary, began to feel a sense of empathy for the grieving sorceress. Some even claimed to have seen apparitions of James wandering the grounds of the ill-fated Victorian house. As the seasons changed, so did the energy within Millbourne. Emma, fueled by a determination to undo the wrongs of the past, embarked on a quest to understand the forces that had torn her love apart. She sought the guidance of the town's wise elder, a guardian of ancient secrets who had watched over Millbourne for decades. Together, they delved into the town's archives, uncovering forgotten tales of love, loss, and the delicate balance between the natural and supernatural realms. Emma, with newfound knowledge, began to piece together a plan to confront the malevolent force that had claimed James. The townspeople, sensing a shift in the winds of fate, rallied behind Emma. They assisted in preparing rituals and gathering artifacts that would aid her in her quest. Millbourne, once gripped by fear and sorrow, now pulsed with a collective determination to bring peace to the tormented spirits that lingered in the shadows. The night of reckoning arrived, marked by a celestial alignment that mirrored the events of centuries past. Emma, adorned in robes adorned with mystical symbols, stood before the once cursed Victorian house. The townspeople, holding candles and chanting ancient incantations, formed a circle around her. As Emma began the ritual to confront the malevolent force, the very fabric of reality seemed to tremble. The air crackled with energy as the boundary between the natural and supernatural realms blurred. Shadows writhed and danced, and whispers became a chorus of voices from the past. In the midst of the ritual, James's spirit appeared, a specter caught between the worlds of the living and the dead. His eyes, once filled with bewilderment and fear, now held a glimmer of recognition and love. Emma, her heart heavy with remorse, reached out to him, their fingers almost touching across the veil that separated them. With a surge of energy, the malevolent force revealed itself, a swirling vortex of darkness that hungered for the souls it had claimed. Emma, drawing upon the collective strength of the town and the love she still held for James, confronted the entity with a barrage of spells and incantations. The battle between light and darkness raged on, casting an otherworldly glow that painted the night sky. The townspeople, their faith unwavering, continued their chants, channeling positive energies to bolster Emma's efforts. In a climactic moment, Emma harnessed the deepest reserves of her magical abilities. The very essence of the malevolent force recoiled, its grip on James's soul weakening. With a final surge of determination, Emma cast a spell to banish the entity back into the realms from which it had emerged. The night fell silent as the vortex of darkness dissipated, leaving behind a calm that seemed to wash over Millbourne. The air, once thick with malevolence, now felt crisp and pure. The townspeople, their candles extinguished, looked around in awe and relief. Emma, exhausted but triumphant, turned to James's spirit. With tears in her eyes, she whispered words of love and apology. As the first light of dawn painted the horizon, James's spirit began to fade, a serene smile on his face. He uttered words of forgiveness, assuring Emma that he would find peace in the afterlife. The townspeople, witnessing the resolution of a tale that had gripped their town in fear, gathered around Emma. Gratitude and admiration shone in their eyes as they thanked her for freeing Millbourne from the shackles of the supernatural. With a heavy heart, Emma bid farewell to the town that had been both witness and participant in her tumultuous journey. She vanished into the morning mist, leaving behind a legacy of love, loss, and the enduring spirit of a town that had faced the supernatural and emerged stronger. Millbourne, forever changed by the events that transpired within its borders, returned to its serene state. The Victorian house, once a symbol of tragedy, stood as a testament to the resilience of the human spirit and the delicate dance between the natural and supernatural forces that shape our world. As the years passed, the tale of Emma and James became a whispered legend in Millbourne. Some claimed to have seen the ghostly figures of the once troubled couple wandering hand in hand through the town on moonlit nights, a spectral reminder that love, even in the face of the supernatural, could endure beyond the boundaries of life and death. The enchanting town of Millbourne, with its cobblestone streets and Victorian houses, held within its very foundations a story that transcended the ordinary and ventured into the realms of magic, mystery, and the enduring power of love. If you find this video bone-chilling, don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. Your support means everything.